we go. Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is the first day of April 2013. The results in our live trading room this morning, we were plus $160 a contract. We had plus 14 ticks on the Russell, plus 1 tick on crude oil, plus 1 tick on gold. It took us 33 minutes and 4 trades to get our 2 points. We were at $110 a contract when we got to our 2 points. I think we had 5 trades. We may have had 6. That's until I go over all the trades with you. I don't know exactly how many. Okay. This was the result from last month. We had $5,202.50 per contract. Was the result of the live trading room last month. After an $8 commission per trade, we had 159 trades last month. It would have been $3,930.50 per contract. That's assuming an $8 turn. Okay, that's really high, but we wanted to make sure we pretty much covered every one. Okay, so that was last month, and so far this month we are green again. On April 1st, 14,101 is what we have. All right, so let's start out with crude oil. Okay, I did take some trades on crude this morning. We started off with a losing trade on crude right here. 3 trades on crude. Okay, have to count the number of trades. The very first trade we took was right here on crude oil. I'll show you the pictures. Okay. I'll show you the pictures here quickly. And here we go. We had a bullish cross right here. All right, this is what you look for. Step 1, you look for the MA1, which is the blue and red line, to cross over the BBC, which is the green line, to pull away from the BBC, then to come back and test it, and to have bullish divergence on the cycle. Bullish divergence on the slingshot. That means the green line moving away from the cycle portion of the slingshot, and for the cycle portion to be blue. In this case right here, the cycle portion was red. So we had to draw a trend line and use our other method right here. Right in here. There's 2 ways to there's 2 reasons to use the trend lines. One is if price has so much momentum, like over here, that it doesn't pull back and hit the BBC, then you draw a trend line up the bottom to look for a down close below it when you still have divergence down here. The cycle does not have to be the right color. The second way is if you do hit the BBC and the cycle is the wrong color, then you just look for the up close above it. Okay, it's going to be an up close above the trend line. It's really pretty straightforward and simple. I know, if this is your first time looking at it, it may look a little bit complicated, but it's really not. We do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and that's how we roll. Over here we had the one with the cycle was the wrong color. Okay, tested the BBC, gave an up close, but we needed an up close above the trend line. We got one. We took the trade. We didn't move our stop up, and it took us out at minus 8 ticks. Our next trade was right over here. We got short right there. We ended up taking plus. That was minus 8 on this one. We got plus 9 on that one. That's what got us to plus 1 tick on the morning. Okay. There was another opportunity in here to short that we missed. We got long in here, and I messed this trade up. We should have gotten some profit on that trade, but I messed it up when I was trading it. But you see we had the bullish cross, the test of the BBC with an up close right here, but we didn't have any divergence. So we had to wait for this over here. Alright, and we ended up getting a trend line drawn over here, and the up close was right there. I got long there, and I had thought it moved up 4 ticks, but it only moved up 3. I thought it moved up 4, at which point I put my stop at break even. Anyway, I ended up getting out at break even, so I was plus 1 on crude oil for the morning. Alright, you can see there was another opportunity right here at the end of the morning session. I tried to get into that, but I missed it. There was a shorting opportunity. No, there wasn't a shorting opportunity in here. We didn't have any divergence. Okay, that was it. That was our morning on crude. Alright, not a lot happening on crude. There is one thing worth looking at. Well, it pretty much already happened. So I'm not going to bother with it. Alright, that was crude oil. Now, we'll look at the Russell next. Okay, the Russell had some nice moves this morning. We were able to take 2 of them. Oh, wow, yeah. There's 6 trades altogether just on those 2 markets. So I do have to go back into my spreadsheet and update it. when I'm done, I'll go back in and update it. Okay. Our first trade over here on the Russell was right here. You see we had the bearish cross attest to the BBC with a down close, bearish divergence, and the cycle was blue, so we needed a down close below the trend line. It all happened to come together at once. We got in that. We took 10 ticks profit. That's where we made our 10 ticks on the morning. You know, our 2 points equivalent, or $100 a contract equivalent. It took us 33 minutes to do it. All right, our next trade was over here. We ended up taking a break even on that one. And the next trade after that was way down here. We missed some nice opportunities in here on the Russell, there and there and there. All of those were opportunities to take trades, and all of them could have been executed fairly simply if you were trading just the Russell, or maybe the Russell and one or two other things, and not answering questions from 100 people. But the last trade that I took was over here, and I took a little bit profit on it. I took 4 ticks profit on this one, and the reason I moved my stop up so quickly was because the green line got into the cycle. All right, I didn't realize that the weekly trading zone was right below us, otherwise I would have let it go through it. But it is what it is. We got 4 ticks profit on it. All right, so we ended plus 14 ticks on the Russell this morning. Let me slide the Russell over. Now we'll look at gold. All right, on gold, we had, how many trades did we take here? 2 trades. All right, so I need to update this. We didn't take 5 trades, we took 8 trades. 8 trades total on the day. Okay. Just want to make sure we have everything updated properly. All right. Let's see. On gold. In here this morning, we took a long trade right in here. We had the bullish cross over the BBC. Price pulled away, but it never came back down. We drew our trend line in, and we needed an up close above the trend line. We got the up close right there. We got long. Once we put 4 ticks profit in the trade, we moved our stop up to break even. It came back, took us out of break even. Our next trade, you see in here when we had the news event, there was a lot of movement. All the markets really moved around in there a lot. We had ISM manufacturing came in lower than expected, I think. The next opportunity was right in here. We missed that one, and we missed another one over here. Once it turned around and it started to move up, we jumped in there, and we ended up getting 1 tick profit on that trade. We got into the trade right here on the up close off the BBC with the bullish divergence in the blue cycle after the cross. Okay, we got in right there, and after we got in, price moved up at least 4 ticks in our favor, and I moved my stop up to plus 1 tick. Came back down, took me out at plus 1 tick, and continued upward. That was it. Those were all the trades that we actually took in the live trading room. Now I'll show you a couple other things that happened in the live trading room. Over here on soybeans, there was an opportunity in there, another one in there, and we were looking for more opportunity here on the soybeans, but it just didn't happen in the live trading room. Okay, the NQ had a couple of nice opportunities this morning. I believe we pointed out 1 or 2 of them. Right in here was a nice one. Right in here was one that didn't work out. Here on the way down, right here would have been your long opportunity, and another one right in here. Not long, but short. Right there and right there. Things spun around and they started to go up. There would have been a long opportunity right there. Okay, they turned around and started to go down. There would have been a short right there and another short right here. Okay, that's the way the NQ worked out this morning. Let's see, let me scroll back here on the ES. There were a couple of opportunities this morning. This was pre-market. Right in here, you would have had to get long off the BBC on the up close right here, but that moved up 2 points. I know we had at least one partner that did that this morning. Over here, there was a shorting opportunity coming out of the weekly trading zone right in here. I believe, I didn't draw the trend line, but it was a down close below the trend line. Okay, which would have been right over here. All right, right in there with bearish divergence for the move down. There was another one right over here that's still struggling along. Okay, that's what we had on the ES this morning. On natural gas, I pointed one out over here, but it took forever for anything to materialize on natural gas this morning. All right, there was a short one in here and a long one up here, and since the break, there really hasn't been much. In here, tested the BBC with a down close right there. Would have been the opportunity before the black line got up above, so it would have been right in there for those of you guys who like to trade natural gas. On the euro, There was a holiday in Europe today, so that is why the euro was kind of stuck in the mud most of the morning session. We did highlight this area in here where there was a long opportunity off the BBC. When the news came out at 10 o'clock, it jumped up, gave another opportunity, and that was pretty much it. Alright, I know that was a quicker recap than normal, but if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply, sign up for the free trial. If you have taken a free trial with us and you want to become a partner, just send us an email at support@cfrn.net with the text partner info in the header line. Okay? It's as simple as that. Just send it to us and we'll send you off all the information you need to become a partner, to get in here, get into our live trading room with us and start taking some of these trades. Alright? That said, I'm going to stop the recording here, and I don't see any new questions.